We're going to start proceeding now with the warm-up exercises for your general plan. We're going to warm up every part of the body. First, we're going to do head and neck. Head and neck has 4 separate movements, and we're going to do each one. First of all, you're going to go down, touch your chin to your chest, and all the way back as far as you can go. And we're going to do 5 of those. And 3, 4, and 5. The second movement, straight ahead, looking to the side. 5 of those. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. The third one, we're going to touch our ear to the shoulder. One side and then the other. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. The last one is a rotation. We're going to go clockwise and then counterclockwise. So we'll go back, down and around, and back up. Down and around, back up. Down and around, and back up. Now we're going to go counterclockwise. 1, 2, and 3. Don't worry about the creaking and cracking that you hear in the back of the neck. You're not breaking any bones. Those are just the little muscles that are snapping over the bones. After 2 or 3 times that you do these, you'll hear less and less, and eventually you won't have any. Next one, arms come down. This is why we don't have any side arms to our chairs. Arms come down. We're going to shrug our shoulders up, then come forward, and then down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. Up, forward, and down. One more. Up, forward, and down. Now we're going to go up, back, and down. 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 Last one. Going to go straight up. Take a big breath in, and then suddenly down. Straight up, big breath in, and down. Last one, straight up, big breath in, and down. That's our head and neck. Now we're going to do our back. Arms come straight up. And you're going to bend it over, all the way over, far down as you can go. If you can do it, walk out a little ways with your hands. Walk it back. Slowly get back up. Arms come up in the air, all the way back down. And if you can, walk it out. And walk it back and up. The next exercise for the back, arms out to the side. Bring them forward. Now you're going to follow your right arm with your head. Follow it all the way back, twisting the back. Follow it back forward. Follow the left and forward. Follow the right and forward. Follow the left and forward. Last one for the back. Right arm up. Bring your right hand down, as far down as you can towards the left foot, and bring the left arm in the air. And then back up again. This time left arm in the air. Bring it under the right foot. Right arm in the air. and back up you come. You notice now for the back, we had forward and back, side to side as you followed your arms, and then a twisting motion where we had our hand under the feet. Those are all motions of the back, different parts of the back that can move. We all lose height as we get older. You don't want to have that fuse, especially fuse in a position where you're humped over all the time or to the side. You want to be able to get some flexibility in that back. That's why we do them. Okay, next, arms. Arms out to the sides. Let's do little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to take our hands, touch the tips of the shoulders with the fingers. Bring the elbows down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go out with the arms and then touch. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the elbows up. Bring them forward. Touch the elbows in the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the elbows up. Last one. Bring that right elbow down. Touch the top of the left knee and back. Left elbow. Touch the top of the right knee. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. Left elbow. Right elbow. And left elbow. And back out again with the hands. Palms are facing down. Face them up. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're just going to open the fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Very good. So that's the upper extremities. Now we got to do the legs. First off, right leg. Going to keep the knee bent. Just raise the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going to add to that. When the right leg goes up, the left arm is going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now again, just the right leg. Going to lift it out and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Not done yet with the right leg. Going to do some balance now. You're going to take the right foot. You're going to touch your toe to the mat. Just touch it and then bring it back. But you got to do 10 of them in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And back. Now we're going to do touch your toe, touch your heel, and then back. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not done yet with that right leg. Leg goes out. You're going to point your toes and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. Now you're going to toe in, toe out, toe in, toe out, toe in, toe out, toe in, out. Keep it out. Raise the leg now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. And now we're going to have to repeat all those with the left leg. First of all, just raise the left leg, keep the knee bent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to raise it and then go out. 10 of them now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to do the touch toe, and then back in. 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now toe, heel, and back. Toe, heel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now we're going to go on. Remember what we did before. Leg goes out straight. Point your toes. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Point. And flex. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Toe out. Toe in. Keep out. Raise it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Very good. You notice that a lot of these are in succession. We just go one after the other, doing our repetitions. That is the Pilates method, doing a number of repetitions in a row like that. And you do get a lot of benefit from doing that. Basically, that is our warm-up. We went through every oh, I almost forgot. The abs. My gosh. Put your hands across your chest. Get to the front of the chair. All the way back. Touch your shoulder blades and then use your belly muscle to pull you forward. Breathing in as you go back. Breathing out as you come forward. Breathing in as you go back. Breathing out as you come forward. One more to do. Breathing in as you go back. Breathing out as you come forward. That is for the front abs. That's the warm-up. This is another in our series, and today we're going to use a couple of the little tricks that we like to do to make things interesting for people. Remember, this has to be fun. You're not going to continue if it's not fun. So, nice, flexible clothing. You want to feel comfortable. You got to have the right incentive, a partner if necessary, or you can just follow on TV and try to do some of the things that we do. Today we haven't used that big ball yet, and I know that a lot of people who are homebound cannot and probably should not use that big ball. But I have had requests for a little demonstration on the big ball. So this will be part of today's program. We will also include today's program some other things too to advance a little bit on the balance, the stretching, and the strengthening. Okay, let's get on with it. Balance ball. If you do have a balance ball, you want to have the right size balance ball. It goes by a simple way to test it. You should be at direct right angles to the hip, 90 degrees and 90 degrees with the legs. If it's not, you need a little more air in your ball. You want to get the appropriate size ball. I would get it at an inexpensive place. You can buy them almost anywhere. Ocean State, Walmart, Target, they all have these balance balls. Check them out. If you have trouble blowing it up, I'll blow it up for you. How's that? They also come in different varieties. Some people like to use a chair. The chair has a hole in the center of the seat. The ball fits in the hole, and now you can use the ball in a chair. Also, you can have these balls that are kind of cut in half, and they have a platform on the bottom. So it looks like a raised disc on the floor. They're called Bosu balls, B-O-S-U, Bosu balls. The only problem with the old Bosu ball, it's not cheap, $100. I would probably stay away from it. We use that mostly for balance, and it's great for the back because it does great stretching for the back. So, as you can see, the balls come in different varieties. Also, your positioning on the ball. Positioning on the ball, simply, further out your legs are, the more stable and steady you are. The closer your feet come together, the less stable you are. Hands in, less stable. Hands out, you're like an airplane. You're a little more stable. Okay. Also, you're using all of the muscles that go across the hips when you're using your ball. Those are the lower core muscles. The ones that cross the shoulders, that's the upper core muscles. You need both of them strong. But for balance, you especially need the lower ones, the ones that cross the hips. You're getting that exercise. You may not even realize it when you're simply sitting on the ball because you're trying to steady yourself all the time. You're a little unsteady. And so, that's basically what the ball does. You're using your muscles to counteract the unstable feeling you get from using the ball. There are a couple of ways to warm up when you're doing your big ball routine. One is using a stretching technique. And you'll see that stretching technique used by athletes, for example. A lot of it is just simple stretching. They call that static stretching. And the examples of that I'll show you later when we do something at the end. We'll do a little bit of the static stretching. We also, athletes use dynamic stretching. A good example of dynamic stretching for the upper and lower is simply doing push-ups. You can also do a walking lunge, and we'll demonstrate that at the end as well. So, dynamic and static stretching. Some people use that to warm up. Personally, when I run a little course using the big ball, we use bouncing, the bouncing technique. Now, you can use for this bouncing technique, you can use light weights, like the 1, 2, 3 pound weights. You can also use water bottles. Simply use water bottles. Or you don't need to use anything. Remember, you want to feel stable on the ball. You've got to feel comfortable. So once you get started with the bounce, we're going to start doing upper extremity exercises. First of all, hands, palms facing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms facing down now. Go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the sides now. Down up to a T. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now to the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, left, 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 right, and left. And bounce. Now let's do a little of the legs. Legs out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms and legs together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And try to just slow it down and relax. That's the warm-up that I usually do before we do exercising on the ball. As I say, we can either do that or the dynamic and static stretching exercise, which I'll show after. Okay, what kind of exercises do we do on the ball? Well, first, the ball is for balance and stability. That's what we're trying to accomplish. This isn't a strengthening exercise using the ball, although we can do strengthening exercises on it. I'm not going to show you those today. We're just going to show you some of the balance exercises. Arms out to stabilize. And now we're going to just take away one of our points. Leg goes out and in, out, and in, out, and in, out, and in, out, and in, and down. And now the other leg goes out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Whoa! Almost went over on that one. Okay, you get that point. Which is usually there's 4 points, 2 legs, 2 arms to hold, 2 points, just the legs, or 1 point. 1 leg goes out. Okay, that's all for balance. That's for balance. Now we're going to show you a couple of stretching exercises on the ball. First of all, you're going to get down onto your knees with the ball in front of you. Right in front, just like that. And you're going to drape over the ball. You can feel the back stretching as you drape over. Oh, that feels good. Feels really good when you have a back problem. And you just hold it there for a minute. It's a good stretch. And hands back onto the ball. One good exercise that we do is we put our forearms onto the ball. Roll it out with the forearms on the ball. Feet off the floor and just hold it. You can feel the buttock tighten, feel your belly muscles tighten, and just hold it there and back. Now you can also do push-ups on the ball. Hands on the ball. And we do our push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and back. So that's kneeling in back of the ball. Now when I run my class, we go out on the ball. And I'll show you very briefly how we do it. I'm going to get to the side so you can see. We get to the back of the mat. I didn't want to say anything about the rug here, but let me tell you, the mat is much better. And besides, you should have something on the sides in case you happen to fall. You don't want to hurt yourself. You're not falling a great distance, but you don't have to fall a great distance when you get to our age. So, you can come out and just roll forward and walk it out. Walk it out a ways. First of all, we stop right about at the pelvis. Right at the pelvis. And now raise the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then walk it back. Walk it back. Now we're going to go out a little further. You're going to roll forward. Walk it out. Walk it out. Now you're on the thighs. You can feel it on the thighs. What do we do now? There's 2 things you can do. Push-ups, push-ups, push-up, or you can roll the legs in. Roll the legs out. Roll the legs in. Roll the legs out. Roll the legs in. Roll the legs out. And then walk it back. So those are like planks, because that's what we do when we do the planks. We walk it out, do our exercise, walk it back. Now, we can also get a stretch with the ball on the side. So I'll face you. We got to do both sides, but I want to face you to do them so you can see what the mechanism is. And we're going to drape over the ball. Drape over the ball, just like that. You got one hand holding the ball steady, the other hand straight in the air. And now just drape over the ball. Drape over the ball. Oh, what a wonderful stretch that is for all those muscles on the side of the abdomen. A great stretch. And then contract them. Bring that arm down. Tighten those muscles. You can feel them tighten. Bring it back and stretch. And bring it out and tighten. One more. Out and stretch. And back and tighten. So that's what we do for our sides. Now, as I mentioned, you can also get a stretch on the other side. So that means the ball is going to be in your back. Just like this. And we're going to sit on the ball. We'll sit. And now we're going to walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. Walk it out. And you're going to keep the ball on the upper back, head and neck on the ball. You don't want to strain your neck. And now we can do several types of exercises. You can, again, use your weights, use your water bottles, or just your arms. First of all, to the sides. And 3, 4, 5. Now let's do circles with the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up again. Now come across your chest with your arms. And just hold it. You can feel a great stretch if you just roll back a little and roll forward. Roll back. Roll forward. Roll back. and all the way back. All the way back. I think I got stuck on the darn rug. How do you like that? There. There we go. That's these straps. I usually don't even wear socks when I do this, so that it eliminates the little aggravation of getting caught onto those straps. But at any rate, that's another way that we use our big ball. Now, I had promised you before we even started that we're going to show you some of the stretching that some of the people do instead of the bounce. Okay, well, let's do it. First of all, we can do a dynamic stretch. Let's try some dynamic stretching. I told you that we do push-ups. That's the dynamic stretching for the arms. For the legs, the two things that we do, first of all, are lunges and squats. Great leg exercises. Great leg exercises. In fact, we do the exercise as a warm-up even for the other sessions as well. So it's not just for big ball. But the dynamic stretching, that's for big ball. A basic lunge, one leg goes forward, and we go down and up. And you can move the arms at the same time. Down and up, down and up, down and up. Now you can do that walking. I'm going to go the other way so you see. 1, 2. I'll do it one more time. 1, 2. One more this way. 1, bend, 2, bend. And you can do 5 steps. Those are dynamic lunges. Squats are different. Squats, arms come out, and separate your feet, bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 squats. We usually do, depending on the class itself, we could probably do 5, 10, whatever. They tell you to do up to 20. So many years ago when I was younger, I did 20. But 20 tires me out, poofs me out now. So I don't do 20 anymore. We do about 10 of them in most classes. Okay, let's go on. What else can we do? I'm going to sit on the ball, which is basically what we came here to show you. I also brought my light weights, incidentally. These are just little 1-pound weights, just so you can see them and see what we do. All those exercises we did, like this, down and up, all those exercises you can do with light weights or using your bottle. Same thing. If you use an empty bottle, that's fine. That's fine. A bottle full of water, and make sure now you don't go taking that warm bottle and drinking out of it after. But nevertheless, that's basically what we do. Okay. So now, why don't we go ahead and talk a little bit about some of the other things that we're planning to do with our exercises. Besides the big ball, we also use a small ball. And I think we had that on one of our programs. We had the small ball. The purpose of the small ball is to teach you a little bit about when to breathe. That's really important, when to breathe. You breathe in when you're not actively contracting your muscles, and you breathe out when you're actively contracting. Now that's important, and some people have to learn that, because you've seen a lot of the weightlifters and all, when they're lifting, they don't breathe properly, their veins are standing out. It's a wonder they don't have a stroke. In fact, some of them do, as a matter of fact. So you breathe in and relax when you're not actively contracting your muscles, breathing out as you actively contract the muscles. That's why we use a small ball. Now, I also use a small ball for some of the same things that we do with the big ball. So in other words, just like we did walk out with the plank on the big ball, try that with a small ball. A little more difficult because you've got a very narrow area to work on. And remember, just like stability on the ball, the closer the legs are together, the less stable you may be. And the same is true with the small ball. You're bringing that center of gravity in, you're a little unsteadier. So it's not something that you would try to do right at the beginning. But certainly right at the beginning, to train you to do the proper breathing, that's the important thing. Now, as far as breathing goes, all of these exercises that we do, I'll tell you if we're going to use a yoga breath or whether you're going to use a Pilates breath. Again, I want to mention to you the difference between the two. A lot of people use the yoga breath because it's a nice anti-anxiety breath. I do it before I go to the dentist, for example, because I do get a little nervous when I go to the dentist. Okay. What I do? Looking straight ahead, shoulders down, shoulder blades back. I take a big breath in through my nose, slowly breathing out through my mouth. Breathing in through my nose. Slowly out through my mouth. By this time, other people in the waiting room are looking at me wondering, what the hell's the matter with that guy? Why is he doing that? I'm relaxed already, even after 2 breaths. 3 breaths, I'm ready to see the dentist. So it's an anti-anxiety type of breathing. Excellent breathing. You should learn that as well. The Pilates breath is just pure chest breathing. Pure chest. Nothing more. So in other words, when you're breathing in, and I'm going to lift this. Now, women, don't faint. Don't faint. When you take a breath in, belly goes in. When you're breathing out, goes way in. Breathing in, breathing out. Can't take a big breath as you can with a yoga breath, but the Pilates breath teaches you again control over your muscles. You have to learn the Pilates breath. Doesn't come naturally at the beginning because most of us try to relax when we're breathing and belly goes out just with a yoga type breath. Pilates breathing, though, is very important because every time you breathe in and out, that belly muscle is tightening. So you're exercising your belly muscles as well, just by doing that type of breathing. And so that's the value of the Pilates breath. So I can't overemphasize the fact that breathing is an important part of the exercise program. You notice I don't have a lot of music around. Why? It's not because I don't like music. It's because you need to have concentration. You've got to think about what you're doing. It's sort of like a meditation in a way. But that's a good thing. You want to think about what you're doing so you can do it properly. I know that Joseph Pilates was a big stickler on people doing things correctly, even though they did the same thing each time they came into the studio. He would make sure they did it correctly. That's why he was so successful in teaching a lot of the ballet dancers and the dancers of the time. They came to his studio and learned how to concentrate and to do things correctly. And that's important with exercise. So that's why I don't want any diversions. No music. Some people may not like that, but I do. So that's it for today's program. The last program that we do, the next one, we'll put all these things together for you, and I'm going to advance a little bit on some of the balance techniques and the stretching techniques that we've taught you in the last couple of sessions. Very nice being with you today. Have a nice day.